Rising from the heart of the ancient city of Angkor Thom, the Baphuon Temple is a majestic and poignant ruin. Often described as the world's largest jigsaw puzzle due to a colossal and ill-fated restoration project, it is a temple of immense historical significance and architectural ambition. Originally a soaring pyramid temple mountain, it was dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva and represents the pinnacle of the Baphuon style of Khmer architecture. Today, it offers visitors a unique and immersive experience, blending grandeur with the visible scales of time and human effort. After years of thorough archaeological investigation, the research team has uncovered findings that had remained unknown until now. What new insights await you from the Baphuon? What intriguing stories lie hidden within its history? Join us as we unveil the secrets of this pyramid temple at this moment. Situated within the historic Angkor archaeological site in Siem Reap, Cambodia, lies a majestic Baphuon, a mountain temple emblematic of Mount Meru. Originally designated as Triphuwana Junamani, the temple's name evolved to Phuwana Baphuon, signifying the ruler of the three worlds. Furthermore, this pyramid-shaped edifice is also referred to as the Hematrit Temple, the term that translates to the Golden Mountain or a mountain of gold, a reference to the Khmer dictionary by Samdai Sankarich Chuanat. The history of Baphuon is a story of glorious creation, religious transformation, neglections, and a monumental struggle for preservation. Construction and original purpose. The Baphuon is generally believed to be built during the reign of King Udayadityavarman II, who ruled the Khmer Empire from 1050 to 1066, serving as the state temple of his capital, which preceded Angkor Thom, the great city. It was a Hindu temple dedicated to Shiva, symbolizing the mythical Mount Meru, the center of the universe in Hindu and Buddhist cosmology. In its prime, it was covered in exquisite bronze panels and was so renowned that the Chinese diplomat Zhou Daguan, who visited Angkor from 1296 to 1297, described it as a tower of bronze. Truly a spectacular sight with more than 10 chambers at its base. By the way, recent research has brought new insights into the dating of the temple, challenging the previously held belief that it was constructed during the reign of Udayadityavarman II. A 2015 study conducted by a French team utilized the AMS Carbon 14 method, a radiocarbon dating technique that uses an accelerator mass spectrometer to directly count the number of carbon-14 atoms in a sample, rather than measuring radioactive decay products, to directly date for iron crampons embedded in the structure. The results indicate that the temple was built significantly earlier than originally thought. It is now recognized as a major temple linked to Zhou Daguan I, who reigned over the empire from 1010 to 1050, a ruler who had not been previously associated with a temple during his reign. Transformation into a Buddhist site. Centuries after its construction, as the state religion of the Khmer Empire shifted from Hinduism to Theravada Buddhism, the Baphuon underwent a significant transformation. In the late 15th or earlier 16th century, the temple was converted into a Buddhist site. In a remarkable feat, the western side of the collapsing temple was dismantled, and the stones were used to build a massive reclining Buddha figure, 70 meters long, into a side of the second level. This act of reclining sacred space is a powerful testament to the evolving spiritual landscape of Cambodia. Negligence and decline. Like the rest of Angkor, the cemetery eventually lacked off taking care of after the relocation of the new capital to Srei Cho, now known as Srei Santo in Kampong Cham province, and slowly succumbed to the jungle. The humid tropical climate, rampant vegetation, and the inherent instability of its original construction, built on loose sand without sufficient foundations, caused the temple to collapse into a vast and picturesque mound of rubble. The largest jigsaw puzzle restoration. In the 1960s, the French School of the Forest (EFEO), the École Française d'Extrême-Orient, began an ambitious project to dismantle the temple completely in order to reinforce its core. Over 300,000 stones were carefully numbered, mapped, and laid out in the surrounding forest. This painstaking work was tragically interrupted by the Cambodian Civil War and the Khmer regime, during which the archival records and numbering system were deliberately destroyed. In 1966, archaeologists restarted restoring the site, led by architect Pascal Royer from the EFEO. They were faced with a 25-hectare puzzle of 300,000 stones with no instructions. The restoration project became a Herculean task of identifying and matching the unique shapes and wear patterns of each stone. This monumental effort lasted over 50 years, and the temple was finally reopened to the public in April 2011. marking the end of one of the most complex restoration projects in archaeological history. On the 3rd of July, 2011, the newly renovated temple was inaugurated with noteworthy attendees such as King Norodom Sihamoni of Cambodia and Prime Minister Francis Fillon of France taking part in the historical ceremony. The Baphuon is quintessential example of the Baphuon style, which served as a bridge between the earlier Klang style and the classic Angkor Wat style. Its architecture is defined by its grand scale, intricate narrative bas reliefs, and its form as a temple mountain. The hermitage is situated within a rectangular lateral enclosure measuring 425 by 125 meters, and it was constructed using sandstone as usual. The temple was designed as a representation of Mount Meru. Its layout is organized on a series of rising tiers, requiring visitors to make a spiritual ascent. The approach to the temple is through a 2.50 by 200 meter long elevated sandstone causeway, supported by 3 rows of 547 short circular columns of forming a bridge to the main structure. This impressive entranceway creates a sense of anticipation and grandeur, leading from the secular world into the sacred space. The base of the temple consists of concentric galleries and courtyards. Unlike the enclosed galleries of Angkor Wat, such of Baphuon's upper galleries have collapsed, but their outlines and supporting structures remain. The heart of the temple is a steep, 5-tiered pyramid, 24 meters high, 130 by 103 meters at the base, and 42 by 36 meters at the top. Counting from the grounding prasad, it's likely that the temple reached a height of about 50 meters. The climb is steep and dramatic, offering increasingly breathtaking views of the surrounding jungle and the rest of Angkor Thom. The summit once held a central sanctuary, now largely ruined. The most celebrated architectural feature of the Baphuon is its extensive and finely carved bas reliefs. Unlike the celestial devadas and epic narratives of Angkor Wat, Baphuon's panels are carved in a distinctive deep style and depict scenes from Hindu epics like the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, as well as scenes of daily life, hunting, and warfare from the 11th century. These carvings are an invaluable historical record. On the western side of the second level, the shape of the giant reclining Buddha, built from the temple's own stones, is clearly visible. While the details are abstract, the sheer scale of the figure, the head, torso, and legs are unmistakable. It's awe-inspiring and represents the temple's Buddhist pace. The Buddha, measuring 70 meters long and 9 meters in height, which was initiated prior to the 16th century after the religious change from Hinduism to Theravada Buddhism. Begin your adventure from the east, entering through the no-roof Gubra and strolling along the causeway supported by round pillars, flanked by 4 pools. The second pool on your left was well restored with sandstone steps. As you make your way, take a moment to appreciate the intricate scenes etched into the small panels on the walls. You'll encounter depictions of animals, fierce duels between warriors, and confrontations between men and wild beasts. These bas-reliefs, each depicting unique scene, beautifully embody the Baphuon style, somewhat simplistic yet charmingly grafted. Discovered a fascinating and unique depiction of an epic battle featuring Rijasaya, the Lion King, pitted against Kujasaya, a legendary creature that is a hybrid of a lion's body and an elephant's head in Hindu mythology. This intricate carving is located in the northwest section of the Gubra. Following your visit to the pavilion, it is recommended that you proceed in a clockwise direction. This route will allow you to fully appreciate the natural environment featuring towering trees, the vibrant life of monkeys, and the melodious sounds of various bird species. When you arrive at the west entrance, take a moment to explore the various depictions on the entrance walls. You'll discover incredible scenes that are captivating stories from Hindu mythology, featuring magnificent Dwarapalas, guardians of the doors. Once you are finished, make your way up to the Gubra or the second tier of the enclosure, which is completely in a collapsed condition. Pass through the Gubra into the third enclosure, which encircles the actual pyramid. As in other Khmer temples, the 2 libraries that once always stood to the left and right, but here are now in ruins, with only remnants remaining. The library on your right remains several intricately carved Devada features. There are 4 libraries located on this tier of the pyramid, 2 on the west side and 2 on the east. The libraries on the east have undergone better restoration and are said to be reinstalled. They were interconnected by a causeway that rests on a short pillars dating back to the 13th century, leading to the Gubra. Moreover, if you turn your gaze to the east on the upper tier of the pyramid, you will observe the outline of an unfinished giant reclining Buddha. Turn right to the south, where you will encounter a modern sandstone stele honoring architect Pascal Royer, who supervised the restoration project in 1996. As you continue your journey, make your way towards the southern Gubra. This entrance to the enclosure is in commendable condition, having undergone restoration. Its walls are adorned with several intricately carved panels, many of which depict various animals, some engaged in combat, female divinities, alongside elegantly rendered lotus flowers. Access the next low wall by taking the steep staircase on the south side, as both the east and west entrances are currently closed. The well-known narrative basilics of Baphuon, distinct from the numerous vignettes you encountered, are located on the Gubra of the second enclosure. The southern Gubra features scenes depicting the life of Krishna, showcasing the gods' battles against the Naga Kalaya. A fighting scene between Krishna against Arista, a malevolent demon in Hindu mythology who assumed the form of a formidable, gigantic bull, and other monsters dispatched by his malevolent uncle, King Kamsa, culminating in Kamsa's demise. The similar stories are woven together with glimpses of everyday existence, featuring moments like a hunt, a tiger pursuing a hermit, or a mother engaging with her child in playful activity. Heading for the West Gubra, you'll find captivating depictions from the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, featuring various scenes from these epic tales, including a scene of Krishna killing an elephant, Kuvalayapida, Shiva giving magic weapons to Arjuna, and different depictions of Rama and Lakshmana. As you continue your exploration towards the North Gubra, you will encounter several significant scenes from the Ramayana. These include various episodes from the Battle of Lanka, where you can find a scene of Hanuman fighting with 10-faced and 20-armed Ravana, the king of Lanka, and the primary antagonist of the Hindu epic, the Ramayana, as well as notable moments such as a time when Rama and Lakshmana meeting Hanuman, the conflict between Sugriva and Bali, The assassination of Bali by Rama. Hanuman's presentation of Rama's ring to Sita. And Rama and Lakshmana were tied by Indrajit's enchanted serpent arrow, among others. Stroll over to the eastern Gujarat and immerse yourself in cultivating tales from the Mahabharata. You'll witness vivid scenes such as Vishnu and Arjuna slaying a boar, Duryodhana's fateful dice game with the Pandavas, the fierce clash between Arjuna and Bhishma, and the dramatic moment when Bhima defeats Dusasana in battle, among many other enthralling stories. Due to structural issues, climbing the pyramid can be challenging and possibly prohibited. However, you can still access the upper wall using the southern and northern staircases. The top platform is mostly bare. In the 13th century, there were efforts to modify the cruciform base of the central sanctuary into a square, although this renovation was never completed. The view is simply stunning. To the east lies a 200-meter-long causeway with Jayagiri to the southeast, and the royal palace alongside the terrace of the elephant to the northeast. Pimyinakas can be found to the north. Given that the temple was dedicated to Shiva, it's likely that the central tower once held a linga. The cemetery is more than just a ruin. It is a palimpsest of Cambodian history. Its stones tell a story of Hindu kingship, Buddhist devotion, imperial decline, and a modern determined dedication to reclaiming a lost cultural treasure. Wait no more. Time to explore Cambodia. Cambodia, the kingdom of wonder.
Open your eyes, unfold a dream. Witness the joy, a magical scene. It's a new place, a kingdom of wonder, where temples smile and rivers thunder. It's a new place, a rising star, a kingdom of wonder. Cambodia, Cambodia. Enter our realm, discover the light, a blessing of gold, enchanting its night. It's an adventure, a kingdom of wonder, a magical spell you've fallen under. It's a new place, a rising star.